Okay, so like my question is, we have to given a string s, and we have to find the length of the longest substring without duplicate characters. So like according, if you are seeing my previous video, this is also the kind of the same operation. uh, so like this is these all are of same patterns here. So what's the given? First of all, like let's say I'm talking about this test case. We have given this s is as a b c a b c b b. Okay, so this is string given here. We have to find what is the longest substring without duplicate character. So basically I'm already talking about like in my previous question, previous windows, whenever we are talking about the substring, or I can say sub arrays, so they, what are the common thing between them, like they are talking about the continuous nature. So they can treat it like a window. Okay, first of all they can treat it like a window. So for this still this also give me the intuition or hint to why we use sliding window or kind of the data of stuff. Okay, so like leave it. So this gave me the what is the longest substring. So I, this means what is the longest window here. And we can find, we have to say what is the longest valid window, and what is the definition of valid. It is given in the question to question, like in the question, what is the condition of valid. It doesn't have duplicate characters. Okay, so like you see one thing there. Okay, like I'm talking about this string. Let's say if I have to, first of all, like was the first intuition me, like I'm talking about the brute force. So brute force is simply generating all of the substrings and check those substring who doesn't have any duplicate characters. So how, first of all, how we check? So for storing purpose, we can say we can use any kind of like map, or but since we have one advantage, like this is in this question it is given like s contains only English character digital symbol space. It means all the possible uh, all the possible characters here. So that means we can simply use vector here of 256, because 256 it doesn't, this is a all of the skies values. So this is easy because this is a very small value, that's why I use vector. And in case it is a very long data, very huge data, we should go for the map here. But in this case we don't have to bother about using of map, we simply proceeded with the simply using of the vector. Okay, so now uh, like as I'm talking about the brute force, uh, for the brute force we have to generate all of the substring and the check the condition, and if it is a valid substring means it doesn't contain a duplicate. So if it is valid substring, so we have to update our length accordingly wise, and update and finally return the what is the longest length. But the issue in this, like for generating all of the substring, it takes of n square, and also we have to also check for this, so that also take n in the worst condition. So basically it takes approx of n cube, but in the question the constraint is so big, so it gives a TLE for this brute force. So like brute force doesn't work, so we should go for the most optimal way here. So like now that's why I am talking about the sliding window. Like now think how the windows sliding window work here. So like let's say this is like I'm talking about I dry run this case, and this is a string given there, s a, then b, then c, a b, c, and b, and b. Okay, so this is string given here. Let's like first of all our window, this is our starting of the window, and this is our ending of the window. This L and R basically shows L and R starting and ending here. So let's say if I'm talking about the substring that start from here. Okay, now it can still valid. Okay, it can still valid. Okay, now if it reach at this place, so what's the issue here? So if it reach at this place, so we can encounter a, but we like fail here. Why this string substring become fail here? Because its occurrences also occurred at this, and when we include also this in our substring, so that's why it fail. So like we have to now since it is continuous, so we can't skip. So there's a only reason, there's a only one there's a only one solution, that we have to eliminate this first occurrence, or I can say this last occurrence. Okay, this is last occurrence, it means this occurrence. So now I have to start my window from here. So okay, so no problem. So now let's start from here. So this B, then C, A, then B. Again this B encountered, which is also last occurrences include in my window. So now start our window just after, why I'm emphasize on the main part, like I have to start my window just after the last occurrences of the problem creating character. Like I think yeah, you see why it substring become invalid, because this b occurrence, or we can say this b's last occurrence include in the include in the window. So how to resolve it? We can start our window just after its last occurrence. So it means we have to start from this. And now if it is goes here, it's still causing issue. So who's causing issue? So this c. So we have to move the last occurrence of which character? This c. So there's a c character here, and so we have to start our window is from here. Okay, so now c, a, b, a, b. Again there's a b causing issue. So now like you see there, now if it goes to there, now b is causing issue. So was b's last character here. So now we have to, and previously our window is from starting from here. Now we have to start our window just after this. So now we have to start from this c just after this. So similarly this test for this test case, again for this test case. So I've simply revised all of my code. So first of all, this is string, this is my size, this is for the storing all of the characters, and like for the check of the occurrences, because I have to I have to what is the main part, what is the most important thing, like this is the we have to see, or we have to check only the last occurrence. So I have remained it like this. So and there's also we have to initialize our maxi, because this maxi doesn't, but it is simply maxi length, or we can say the longest length here, and finally we can return it. Okay, so now this is the traditional template of the sliding window. So well, r less than n. Okay, so now you see one thing there, uh, simply we do this operation here, you don't have to, first of all you don't have to confuse it with this L is doesn't, but the starting of the window. So what it show here? So if last occurrence of our problem creating character is greater than L, mean uh, the problem causing character is after the starting of a window. So how to solve this? We can shift our starting of the window just after its occurrence, its last occurrence. So like as I'm state in the previously, I'm simply do the here. So like it means L is become last seen of S of R plus 1 just after it. So it means we shift our starting of our window, we shift our starting of window just after last occurrence of, I can say, S of R. Okay, so in case let's say if there's no occurrence of S of R, and like it encounter first time, so we don't have to bother, because this is -1. So it is S of -1, -1 plus 0. Okay, or I can say problem creating character. Okay, so like I think it should be more clear now. And so this is the main thing here. Why it doesn't scroll here? Okay, and after each time we can update our last in S of R is R, and each time we can update our maxi length here, and after each operation we simply R plus to expand our window. And after doing this, at the end we have to return simply max length. So this is the code. And talking about the what is the time complexity here, so it's basically of n, because r is goes from 0 to n. And what is the space complexity here, so it's again of n, because we use extra space as a map here, so that's why. So thank you.